If steps are the spark, strength training is the engine. Allow me a little metaphor for a moment. So strength training is the engine, and this next pillar, probably one of the most important changes women can make in midlife if you're not already doing this. So strength, it's your metabolic engine. When it comes to fat loss, health and longevity after 40, there is nothing more powerful than strength training, pun intended here. One of my favorite quotes sums it up perfectly. Everyone is looking for the magic pill that keeps us younger and out of the nursing home, but it already exists. It is called weight training. Despite that, though, so many women still believe strength training isn't for them. I'm going to talk to you about why it matters after 40, because here is what is happening in your body in this age, 40s, 50s, 60s. As estrogen begins to decline during perimenopause, our ability to build and maintain muscle, it also declines. At the same time, cortisol and insulin, those two hormones again, they can rise, and that makes it even harder to preserve muscle. So where your 30-year-old body could maintain muscle fairly easily, your 40-year-old body now needs a stronger signal. And that signal, it's strength training. So muscle is metabolically active tissue. So that means the more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns, even when resting. The other great thing about strength workouts that I love is that they elevate your metabolism for hours after you do them. So cardio, running, biking, etc., that burns calories while you're doing it, but strength training changes how your body burns energy all day, even when you're resting. And honestly, anything that works while you're resting, I'm a big fan of. I'm sure a lot of you know the dangers of osteoporosis for postmenopausal women. 1 in 3 women will experience an osteoporotic-related fracture in their lifetime after age 50. Muscle supports your bone, and strength training equals strong bones. So again, this is something I see a lot with clients who come in. They're doing a lot of cardio, they're doing the gym classes, running, cycling. One client in particular that I can think of, she was doing all of the things, like all of the cardio, but she still felt stuck. Nothing was shifting. And all we did was shifted her focus to strength training 3 times per week. Within 8 weeks, she hadn't just lost weight, she also felt stronger, her posture improved. She said something that stuck with me, which was, I finally feel capable in my body again. And that's something I hear a lot. And one thing I absolutely love about strength training, just that feeling of being powerful, being in control. Now, let me talk about something that you might hear a lot, which is that we need to lift heavy in this age group. I want to talk about what lifting heavy actually means, because when people hear the advice, you need to lift heavy, it can feel quite intimidating. But lifting heavy, the good news is, does not mean you have to lift enormous weights. You have to get in the gym and lift the barbells in order for it to count. What it means is simply lifting weights that are challenging for you. So if you're doing a set of 10 reps, by the time you get to the last 2 or 3 reps of that set, they should feel pretty tough. You can do them, but they should feel like probably couldn't get out another couple of reps after that. If you could easily do 5 more reps or 10 reps, that weight is probably too light. So that's all that means about lifting heavy. It means that anything from 5 reps to 30 reps actually works in terms of building muscle and making you stronger, as long as those last few reps feel challenging, which is great news because it means you can do workouts from home with just a set of dumbbells. You can do workouts outside. You can do any sort of strength training works if those last few reps are challenging. So for big movements like squats or rows, something like 8 to 12 reps works really well. For smaller muscles like your shoulders or arms, bicep curls, triceps, etc., maybe 12 to 15, even 20 reps. The exact number is not the magic. The magic is in the progression and gradually increasing that challenge over time. So I think this is a message that I'm really passionate about that can get lost in all this. You must strength training. You definitely must strength training. Honestly, that's non-negotiable. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. If you're not strength training now, every year that you leave that, you're going to be worse off in another decade, 2 decades down the track, or even sooner. So start strength training, but I don't want you to be intimidated by what that means. Lifting heavy just means it has to be challenging for you. One quick question as well, because this is something I hear a lot when it comes to strength training. How many of you have ever been told that lifting weights will make you bulky? Because I just want to reframe that for you, because here's the truth. And Some women do come to me worried that if they pick up a dumbbell, they're going to grow massive muscles overnight. But here's the truth: women simply don't have the hormonal profile to build huge amounts of muscle without intentionally trying, really working hard at it when it comes to diet and training, not just lifting some weights. What strength training actually does is makes you stronger, makes you more capable, more metabolically resilient. And in midlife, we're not trying to shrink ourselves, we're trying to strengthen ourselves. And all of this helps for body composition as well.